everybody, my name is Alex, and guess what? Today, there are more than thousands of species and trillions of species of insects in the world. What if you compare them to size? As for humans, well, it's quite interesting that if we weigh 1,000 more insects than our humans, then you guess what? Everyone knows that humans will be much heavier. And so, some are very small as a tiny virus, I think. And so, it's hard to imagine or believe if all the insects disappeared in the world. What if all the insects disappeared in the world? Well, do the insects love our planet? Especially, no, this is a joke. Well, insects love our planet. And if insects disappeared, will there are food for us? Yes. Even worse, thankfully, there are more than thousands of species of insects in the world. And so, some other animals in the world love insects. If insects disappeared, the whole food chain will collapse. On top of that, if insects disappeared, insects make honey and fruits for us. When you in the morning, do you eat honey? Yeah, I think so. But also, a person also stores honey inside a bee. And so, it's hard to kill bees though, because bees has a stinger. I don't like bees, but I do like bees. But some insects are very harmful. You're right. Some people say that insects are not harmful, but they are the king of the earth. You ever heard of that? A funny name, right? Well, according to scientists, if all insects disappear, our food chain will collapse instantly. But some are known to kill humans and animals, like ticks or cockroaches. These are known as pests. Flies, butterflies, and also everyone in the world make nectar and honey. Some insects are bad. They eat our crops. But if insects disappeared, not harmful insects like some spiders are also known to kill some insects, but they still rely on crops and rotten food. Though, if insects disappeared, then we will not be hurt anymore because of those ticky insects. So, this is important. If you're a meat lover, you cannot survive without insects, because on top of the food chain next to us is cows and horses. When the insects rely on plants, the sun on plants, and some are known to eat insects, like ant-eaters eat ants. Well, predators might hunt ant-eaters too. So on top of us, it is also us. So we might have no meat. And so chicken will also disappear. Because, you know what, guys? Chicken is born as an egg. So what gives? Chicken also eat wheat. So that's how the insects make wheat for us, and the sun too. You know that insects also rely on wheat? Yes, that's right. And so, we don't know how those insects come to our lives, but some are known to damage our homes. But we don't need to worry. But what about if you're a vegetarian lover? Then you might be starving though. Even more starving, because insects make veggies and we might have none of them. And so, some insects are known to decompose some animals. If insects disappear, decomposing will much take a longer time. And so, we might know that our food crops will die instantly. And so, sales of refrigerators, oven stoves, and frying pans, everything that comes on the way will certainly not cost anymore. People will not use anymore. Only the way to us, humans, eventually humans will disappear. And so, I think insects are sometimes harmful for us. They are known to live in plants, like ticks. A tick lives on a branch. When a human gets close to it, the tick jumps on it and then starts to spray blood. Eventually, flies and mosquitoes are also known to kill us. No, not really much. I'm joking. They also make nectar for us. But, as you wish, everyone knows that the story might be damaged if there are no insects. This story I'm telling. And so, if you are living in our earth, then be thankful if our Mother Nature and insects are here. Because sometimes they also take fashion like butterflies. But sometimes butterflies can be harmful or toxic. Well, most likely you know some of them. But some bugs are known to kill us. They feed on crops and don't let any up for them. Farmers may have a tough time. The first thing is farmers, you know. And plus, to us like me, we even be starving and don't have food. And now, it's time for this. As you know, all the insects in the world also drink water. But how do they find water? They find water from plants, you know? And so, they make honey for us. And that's how bees are more important than everything on the world. Ants also are good. I do like insects. And so, like ants also feed much more firstly. And ants also help soil and nutrients to grow. Plants, I mean. And so it's not the time to waiting if all insects disappear. As some people think this is a joke of a day. Not really much. But it's not a joke. I'm not kidding because the insects in the world all come because of nature. First, as the top of the food chain, evolution comes first. And so that's how we came to the first of the food chain, the top. And we need to protect those plants from those insects someday. But now we know that insects are very much important, more than our pests. Pests. And so keep them away. If you see a centipede or an insect that is harmful, then be thankful for them. Stay them away. Just don't kill them, because thousands of people are trying to kill insects in the world every year. And so, our insects has been known to eat our plants. And so, it's important if you kill plants. If you grow more plants and kill more insects, the population of the insects might just disappear. Someday, we might have no food to eat. And plus, in the past or the future, especially the future, no one knows if insects disappear. As the insects, thousands of people are trying to kill insects. And so, we love our insects. And sometimes even people eat insects. That's how we love insects. Even in Southeast Asia, they also eat spiders and crickets. That's strange, right? So, we don't keep our pets away because our insects. So now, you know what? This insect, for now, time to say goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for listening.